Hello everyone, this is Nursing 450. I want to welcome you and give you an overview of week one, but also an overview of kind of how the course is set up. I don't want to go on until I say congratulations, because for many of you this is the last course before you complete your BSN, so congratulations. Let's move on to talking about how the course is set up. Week one, we're going to go over the course. We'll focus on section 1 and 2 of the paper, although we'll talk about the whole paper. And we'll go over all the assignments, everything that's going to happen in the course. And you will do an exit survey on the computer. Week 2, you will not come to class. Your service learning journal will be due. You will continue to work on your presentation and capstone paper. Week 3, you will not come to class. You will continue to work on your presentation and capstone paper. Weeks 4 and 5, we do the presentations. And then week 5, your capstone paper is due, and we'll talk about having a little celebration. The reason you don't come to class a couple weeks is really to give you some, I guess you could call it time back for your service learning. You know, each course is 45 hours. You've already done 30 hours of service learning, so it's kind of like time back for that. Now let's talk about how to navigate the course in Blackboard. There's a Getting Started section, which you obviously know about because you're watching this video. Any announcements, anything I need to tell you, I will communicate with you either directly to your email or through the announcement section. You can see the rubric is posted and the syllabus are embedded. Also in that rubric section is the logistics chart, so you can see how things are actually going to be mapped out. In the assignment section, there are several different folders or spots for things. There's a service learning hours Dropbox. You can either put your service learning hours signed paper in that Dropbox, or you can bring it to class. It must total 30 hours. There's a video on the map diagram in section 2 of the paper. You should watch that before you come to class so you know what questions you might have. There's a map diagram sample. There's a map diagram Dropbox if you want to send it to me prior to class, or you can just bring it to class the first night. There's a link to the exit survey, and you will be going to the computer lab the first night to do the exit survey. There's a service learning journal Dropbox. That journal is due week 2. Presentation Dropbox. Your presentation is due to me 24 hours before class that you have to actually do your presentation. And the capstone paper, there's a spot to put a draft in, and then for the final capstone paper. In the section under resources, you'll see a blank map diagram if you want to use that. That does not have to be done on the computer. You can do it neatly, but it has to be done neatly. Link to the library, an APA PowerPoint that's a review if you need it. There is no verbal to it. It is just the slides. And there are some sample capstone papers and presentations. You'll see a discussion board where you can ask the instructor questions that might be good for the whole class to see. And also in that section under discussion board, if you are willing to tell a little bit about yourself to your peers, that would be great. And then my bio, that I'm sure you are just dying to read, is also located in Blackboard. So the first night of class, just to give you an idea, we'll do some brief introductions. You'll submit your service learning log of hours. We'll discuss service learning and what it meant to you. Go over the syllabus and all the assignments so you understand what you have to do for this class. The program evaluation on the computer, so it's not an evaluation of the course, but the whole program. There's 2 nights of presentations, so we'll sign up for which night you're going to do your presentation. Talk to you a little bit about organizing these 5 weeks. You'll pick your peer coach, and then we will spend time on section 1. You should bring a draft along with you, which you will look at with your peer coach. If not much has changed in terms of your service learning agency, then you should have a lot of the information for section 1 from the Introduction to Capstone course. We'll spend a fair amount of time talking about section 2 and try to get you to do like an outline of how section 2 is going to work, and that's when we'll use your map diagram. So even if you submit it to me ahead of time via the Dropbox, you should still bring a copy to class, and then I'll answer your questions. So the first night of class will be pretty full in terms of our time. If you have any questions before class starts, this course is open, or you would be watching this, and I know it's a couple weeks before the course starts, so if you have questions ahead of time, email them to me. I do encourage you to take a couple weeks to relax before you start the course. You have time in this course to do the work. So you have a couple weeks, you can relax, do that. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you.